Ladies and gentlemen, Grandmaster Jerry Fast Fontanez here again. And I'm excited. Man. See that photo up there?
Hello!
Hello, hon. That photo, which is kind of hard to see, thanks to Auntie Ray Torres, is Billy Blanks in the middle of a cartwheel kick. He doesn't land on the head, but it's still close enough. But just throwing the kick at age 70. He had a birthday yesterday, 70 years young. A bound salute to Cardinal. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Billy Blanks. Now, if you watch the match, there was one thing in particular that really stuck out. And it kind of bothers me when I think about how I've gotten into arguments with people, or I should say, discrepancies. What you notice is that neither one of these guys, when competing, had a headgear on. So I guess the headgear was optional. Recently, I fought in a tournament, and I had to wear my fiance's headgear. Yeah, it could be for cancer awareness, but it really wasn't, damn it. It was because they made me wear the headgear. And to me, that's more distracting than anything. At our tournament, the headgear is optional. Yes, you can wear the headgear if you choose. But no, you do not have to wear the headgear. And if you notice, Billy threw that cartwheel kick, which means he did it twice. That means that kick was allowed. The point was in. That was also at the Long Beach Internationals, which had some different rules that they implemented, I guess, from back in the day, which I appreciate. But, yeah, none of these guys, neither one of these two gentlemen wore headgears. Now, that's another thing I noticed. There was only two people at age 70 that were actually sparring. Well, we have more than that in our event, and at 75, we have two people sparring so far. My point is that it doesn't matter what region it is, what part of the country, or what part of the world, anyone 40 plus, they don't care about us. Where's the crowd of people watching Billy fight there? Nobody. You know, and it's crazy because at our event, that would be huge. Blanks versus, let's say, James Sisko, which I'm sure will be a rematch from many times. The point is that the OGs, the U-Man, the Unified Martial Arts Network OGs, are going to revolutionize the industry. September 20th, everything changes. In other words, we're going back to the future. When you got guys like, oh my gosh, when I think about even Luis Ruiz himself, I remember seeing this gentleman fight, I should say, not even fight. I saw him in the ratings back in 1978. He was a teenager. And then when I met him in person, had a chance to fight with him, I was like, oh my God, it was phenomenal. And then he went into full contact, aka kickboxing, and became world champion there. My point is that even someone like Tony Arnold, or Anu that we used to call him, coming all the way from South Kakalaka, and literally going to fight in the 65 to 69 division, continuous contact. That's crazy. Again, props to Quadrant and Billy Blanks for competing at age 70, but in our tournament, he would have had more than one match. Or he will have more than one match if he was competing. The 65 to 69 division is still the one that's the most stacked. 70 to 74, looking good. And not everybody's registered yet. Because a lot of people waiting for the last minute, which is fine. But you do know it'll cost you more, but regardless. The point is that we have a platform or an opportunity for people to be competing. And when I think about, especially the big tournaments, how is it that they don't even have the financial compensation that I'm doing, even at those big tournaments? Like, I don't get it. But it's okay. The U-Man OG League will start in 2026. So that's the announcement. And 30 to 34 and 35 to 39 will be included. So we are looking at doing all 12 regions, similar to what Karate Illustrated had. We're looking for regional directors. Except Region 3 is not going to be Canada. That will be Puerto Rico. And Canada will have their own region eventually for the World Championships. But any one of you guys and girls who are interested in doing, being a regional director, I'll let you know what that entails. Basically, you're going to throw one tournament a year minimum and have 2 other promoters throw events. Corporate, or I should say, Human OG is going to throw 1 event. So each region is going to have 4 tournaments sooner than later. And by having these tournaments, we'll be able to have the national championships, legitimate national championships, in September, which is the event that we have in here. And the reason I call it a national championship presently, because we have people coming from 12 different states. And Karate Illustrated alumni, just so you know, I'm going to say it again, you do not pay to compete because you earned it. Yes, you have earned it. If you was rated, not Karate Kung Fu Illustrated, not NASCAR, not PKL, meaning 1986 and before. So that was the last time that they had the ratings. As an example, here's Karate Illustrated again. And when I go over to the regions, they have fighters, forms, and weapons, men and women, and this was a different game. I usually just talk about region 11, but I'm going to talk about region number 10.
Oh, real quick, I just want to say, the men and women, you guys got it. Mrs. Hulk and Mr. Hulk. Rawr, get them.
Oh, we have a lot of cheerleaders and fans there.
Yes.
And I'm the number one. I might have to throw myself out the room for being so loud. Yeah, honestly, we're so excited here, and we're happy. Yeah, we're happy that people have a platform now to be able to really perform, because it's so sad when I see pioneers and legends just being looked over, and it's sad to me. So here we go. During this time, region number 10, Ike Aka, Howard Woodley, Kyle Light, Billy Purvis, Bob Slater, Eddie Butcher, John Snyder, James Hoare, Keith McKinley, and Hakeem Austin were the top 10 rated competitors during this time. And this magazine is from 1984. And might as well go to Region 12. Region 12, which was New England. Region 10 is Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, and I believe Virginia. Region 12 was the New England area. And I'll say who the top fighters there. This is after he moved from Erie, Pennsylvania. So number 1 was Billy Blanks. Number 2 was John Hansley, Wally Islam, Darryl Albanese, Gary Epplin, Andre Tippett, football player, New England Patriots, rated. Imagine that. He played for the New England Patriots during that time, and he was competing. I just think I said that twice. Jim Maiden, Douglas People, hopefully he'll make it. Wow, Dave Zigaro, I'm not sure if I pronounced it right, I apologize, but we have him on video. And Larry Rogers, oh my God. And these are the top 10 rated competitors in region number 10 and 12 for this month of Karate Illustrated way back when. We might as well add the women. The women fighters in region 12 was Tammy Marino, Doreen Cagliandro, Karen Harvey, Carrie Tracy, Sue King. Do the same thing over here in region number 10. That was Sugar Banks, Stephanie Johnson, Karen Otto, Gwen Black, and Roberta Huskins. Man, this was so incredible. I mean, Karate Illustrated, we used to run to the newsstands. I used to. It'd take me an hour or 2, sometimes 3 hours, and come home empty-handed. Again, the gentleman up there who was doing that cartwheel, leading by example, had his 70th birthday yesterday, and that's quadrinum Billy Blanks. He's still doing his thing. We have an opportunity, guys, to really take people and give them a purpose again. If you're 65 and you're the youngest person in the 65 to 69 division, then yes, it's not just for black belts. You can be a new student, in just about any, and compete. If you're 30, that's young. 40, young. 50, young. 60, young. 90, young. Whoever is willing to put themselves on the line and compete, I still consider you young. The fountain of youth, national championships, UMAM OGs, is going to completely change and revolutionize the industry. They will respect us once we start respecting ourselves. Man, it was so cool watching Quadrin and Billy Blanche compete. I wish there was more of the people, but there will be. Trust me, we're gonna get this nationwide and eventually worldwide. Yeah, that's it. All I can say. The senior division. Okay, that question, Mr. Quinzo. Hey, Quinzo. Okay, so Region 10 at the time, and this is where the discrepancy comes in and people don't realize. Region 10, Region 11, Karate Illustrated, even they did not have any seniors. See, the rated seniors started directly after this when NASCA, I should say the PKL started, the Professional Karate League, right after Karate Illustrated said they wasn't going to rate people. Now, during this time, if you were 35, you was considered a senior, but they didn't have any senior ratings. The top senior competitor at the time, I remember, was David Deaton, but no official, you can't see this is backwards, but there's no official ratings. It was just top 10 fighting men, top 5 women, top 10 men and women combined for forms, and then weapons was men and women combined. So it was a different era. No, seniors were not even recognized. But then again, a 35-year-old back then is like a 65-year-old now. I know I don't feel anywhere near 35. I feel phenomenal personally. So that's the difference. Yes, Karate Illustrated had ratings. No, there was not any seniors during that time. Okay, wonderful. And that's the thing. A lot of you see this, and I always go through some challenges too because I think about the timeline. Like I was saying the last year that sport karate was the way I was used to, meaning where the sweep was allowed and cartwheels and all those techniques. I was saying it was 1985, but it was really 1986 once I started looking at the Karate Illustrators again. Then shortly after that, Karate Kung Fu Illustrated came in, and that's when everything got crazy. And I was so sad that I visualized myself on that cover. Then the closest thing to that became Smash Magazine, which was I was on the first cover of that, and then that became Sport Karate International Magazine, and I was on the cover of that also. But it was a different game, and for whatever it's worth, guys, I was the person that was given the information behind the scenes of where to go get the competitors who would use the groin kicks in Chicago, Texas, and also California, and I refuse to ever give information to tournament circuits in the future. That's because they take a portion of it and then they mess things around. No, I'm going to use my expertise and my love and passion and desire to make sure that people get recognized for the legends that they are and the pioneers that they can become and legends they can become, because, it's us. One, we are all important. Anyway, on that note, thank you. We're finished. A, B, C. Actually, we just begun. Just begun.